Hey guys, welcome to the first video on Camp TCG. This is a collaboration channel I'm doing with my best friend. We just desperately wanted to get our decks out there, and we just wanted to put duels and content on for you guys, because a lot of the decks we play, we go online, we don't see any of the profiles for decks that we want to play, and so we just have to wing it and figure out how to build the decks ourselves. So that's the goal. We're going to pick the most rogue deck we possibly can and put profiles out for you guys. But one of the decks that I have today, this isn't so rogue. It's one of the better decks that's come out of one of the new sets. I think it was not Phantom Rage, Maximum Crisis. No, I don't remember. It was whatever set this got, Cruel Whale and Dolphin and stuff came out of. I don't remember, but this deck went from being a turn 2, I'm just going to make Sabertooth and Kraken, to an actual combo deck where you can do some pretty interesting plays. So let's get straight into it. So to start, you play Triple Dog. This is your main normal summon, but it's no longer the only normal summon in the deck because of one of the new cards that's really nice. This card's your essentially your Rhoda of the deck. It searches your Sabers or any other FLUFFAL you need. It's a great card, and it combos with a lot of the stuff that you kind of sequence into. Then I play 2 Dolphin. This is one of the new one, and this one is awesome because it makes Foolish Burial Goods just that much better. And this is honestly the card the deck needed, because before you would just send your bear, use your vendors would be gone, and you wouldn't have a way to recycle vendors. Dolphin now gives you the ability to recycle it, because when this card's normal summoned, you can target a vendor in your graveyard, set it to your field, and then you can send a FLUFFAL or an Edge Imp. So if you want to, you can summon this, get a toy vendor, and send a Wings, and then you have the ability to use Wings to send the vendor, banish Wings with another FLUFFAL, draw 2, and search 1. And that play is honestly insane. And on top of it, it's a water monster, which when we get into the extra deck, you'll see more. 2 Penguin. I want to bump this up to 3 just because this card is great. It's another one of your normal summons. Like, your 3 normal summons are Dolphin, Dog, and Penguin. And if you have Penguin, it's typically you go Penguin into Dog, so you can special it and search. This card's great. You normal it, and then you can special summon with FLUFFAL for free. And on top of it, when it's used for a fusion summon, you draw 2 cards and discard 1. And you wouldn't think that effect comes up often, but it really does, and it's a really nice effect. And on top of it, you use this, and you got Bahamut Shark. I love it. Then I play 2 Bear. This gets Toy Vendor straight from your deck. You send it, and you set Toy Vendor. It's awesome. 2 Wings. I wouldn't bump it up more than that. I've seen some people playing this card at 1. I think 2 is the perfect number because I tried testing it at 1. You'd get its effect off once, and then there'd be another time where you'd be like, oh, I wish I had another Wings engrave. So it's just nice to have the second one because you're almost guaranteed to at least hit the play with it at least once a duel. Then for 1-ofs, I play 1 Sheep, 1 Cat, 1 Owl. Owl's a great card. I really like it because it gets around Imperial Order. It gets around Anti-Spell, Fragrance, stuff like that, because it has the ability, when it's normal summoned, you add a Polymerization, but on top of it, you can pay 500 life points and use this card for Fusion Summon, and it's awesome. I love that effect because you can essentially make 2 fusion monsters with 1 card. Cat. You use it for a fusion summon, you add Poly, so it makes a free fusion. It's pretty sick. And Sheep, you use it to combo into your links, but you also use it to do a Dagda Scythe lockdown combo, which is new with the new fusion that we got. That's it for the FLUFFAL engine. Now for Edge Imps, I play 1 Sabers. Sabers is just, he doesn't need to be at more than 1. He's one of the worst ones, but he's not as bad as Saw and Tomahawk and all them. He's the worst one in the deck, but he's awesome because you can put a FLUFFAL on top of the deck, and then you probably know what happens. You vendor, you discard, you use this effect to put a FLUFFAL on top of the deck, and then when Toy Vendor goes off, you'll draw it, and then you're supposed to summon it. So you essentially get 2 monsters for free. Then I play Triple Chain. This card adds all your free +1s in the deck, and it's freaking insane. Like, this card's nuts. 2 Scythe. I tried 3. I like it, but I feel like 2 is just a little bit better. And it's essentially a hand trap on your opponent's turn. Like, when you search this out, you can use it on your opponent's turn. Cruel Whale, Disrupt, it's nice. I like it. I might bump it up to 3 again. Just depends on what happens. Then I play 1 Scythe. You use Cruel Whale to pop this on your opponent's turn. They can't summon from the extra deck. It's gross. And then the only hand trap I'm playing right now is 3 Veiler. It's just solid, and it's really good. And no, I'm not running Halka Fibrax. Fuck that card. Now onto the spells. Triple Toy Vendor, best spell in the deck by far. This card draws, it searches, and it special summons. It does it all. It's insane, and it can constantly be recycled. I've been able to activate all 3 of these in 1 turn, and it's like, this card's nuts. And it's not a hard once per turn either. So the search you can get multiple times, and the special summon you can get multiple times. It's nuts. Then I play 3 Foolish Burial Goods. This card, it makes this card insane because it's essentially a Rhoda. You go Foolish Burial Goods, Toy Vendor. This vendor gets its effect when it hits the grave. You search, and then you can do a combo with Dolphin, which is pretty cool, and I like that a lot. And this card actually got a lot cheaper, and I'm really happy about that. So it just made this deck even more budget than it already is. Then 3 Poly. It's a fusion deck. What are you doing if you're not running it? 3 Fright for Patchwork. It's a free +1. You activate it, you add a Poly and any Agimp you want. It's absolutely insane. And then I play 2 Fright for Fusion. This card's broken. You fusion someone with cards in your graveyard, and if you activate this late game with like a Saber's Engrave, you can wipe your opponent's entire board with Tiger. It's nuts. Then I play 1 Fright for Repair. It's a double summon in itself, and if I do draw it, it's not a bad card to, like, oh, I've gone through all my Cruel Whales, I can get another Cruel Whale back. It's not a bad card, but I wouldn't play it at more than 1. And then just Monster Reborn, because it's the new Soul Charge. It's a free summon. That's it for main deck. Now onto the extra deck. I play 3 Fright for a Cruel Whale. This is the new best one. This card's insane. It can send any... So, its first effect is when it's summoned, you can destroy 1 card in your opponent's field. It doesn't say choose 1. It doesn't say target. It says destroy 1 card on each player's field. So, this doesn't target. It's nuts. So, if something just says it can't be targeted, but it can be destroyed, this goes around that, and it's insane. On top of it, it pops your own cards, and it allows you to activate your effects. So you can combo with Toy Vendor and this. You can pop, disrupt your opponent's plays, and get a search. This card's insane. And not only that, it sends a Fright for card from deck, so you can send Fright for Repair to be able to banish it and special summon. But it also can swing over almost anything in the game. It's an awesome card, and I love that this got printed. It is what the deck needed. 2 Sabertooth. No more, no less. This is a great Monster Reborn effect that you can use for OTKing. That's like the main purpose of them, is for OTKs. 1 Kraken, because this just, it doesn't destroy, it just send 1 card and target 1 monster your opponent controls, send it to the graveyard. It just goes around destruction. And not only that, there's the OTK with these 2, where it's exactly 8,000 if your opponent's board is empty, which is awesome, because this can attack twice. 3 Tiger. As I said earlier, you wipe your opponent's board. And I play 1 Sheep. I want to find something else to replace this with, because I hardly ever make it, and when I do, it's very situational. and I only make it when I know my opponent's gonna have a hard time dealing with it, because they destroy it and they're like, oh, it's a 2,000, and then it comes back and it's almost 3,000. And there's been some people I played against that don't know how to get around it, and it's kind of funny. Then I play Toad and Bahamut, because you can make it in this deck, and Toad's fucking broken. And True King of all Calamities. This card's insane, and the fact that this card's so easily summonable means you can make this and get over basically anything in the game. This card's insane, and I'm surprised it didn't get hit a long time ago. And then I play one Cross Sheep, because it special summons, and if you have an Xyz monster, if you can get an Xyz monster in a zone it points to, you can make your opponent's monsters lose 700 stack, but that hardly comes up. You literally use it so you can get the special summon off. Artifact Dagda, it gets your Artifact Scythe from deck, and you do the combo with that. Verte Anaconda, yeah, I know this isn't the most budget-friendly card, but neither's Kraken. That card's like $12, but this card's really good in any fusion deck. Like, if you can pick this card up, pick it up. It's insane in any fusion deck. And Borload, this deck gets shut down by the stupidest shit. Like, there could be a deck that can't shut down top tier decks with a certain play, but then they'll do the play against this deck and it'll completely shut it down. And this basically is the solution to stupid shit. Like Dragoons, this gets around it. That's the same thing with Calamities. It's like your opponent's got stupid shit, you either make one of these and you get around it. That is the main purpose of Borload, and that's why I don't play anything else. And it's just a nice Link monster. To round it all out, sorry this one's kind of long, but I got my side. I play Gamma Package. It's Gamma. It's one of the best hand traps in the game. 3 Ash. It's a situational hand trap. It's still good, but it's not so good that I want to main it. But it's good against many of the decks that are popular right now. Triple Twin Twister. It back row hate. Same with Red Reboot. It's so I can just say no to back row. Plus Twin Twister helps with my plays putting chain and stuff in grave. And then to round it all out, triple Solemn Strike, because this card is a great out to Dragoons and anything else that... It's just great against combo decks, because combo decks use monster effects and they special summon, and this card just goes straight around it, and it's awesome. Like, this probably is one of the most underrated counter cards in the game right now, just for the singular fact that people just don't expect it anymore. They thought it died out, but it's still a really great card, and I love it. But, yeah, that's it for the profile. Let us know in the comments down below, guys, if you want to see just like a simplified combo video, kind of explaining like what the combos look like, because a lot of the combos are involving, like, they'll involve a Dolphin and a Foolish, and that can end you, depending on your hand, end you on a board that can look something like that. Look something like this, which is really good. You have 2 negates and then whatever hand traps you have. Or it could end you on boards where you have like Cruel Whale, Sabertooth, Kraken, and then like Anaconda. It really just comes down to, like, this deck is it's all about what path you choose. That's the #1 thing that you need to know with this deck. But the combos basically consist of Goods, Dolphin, what's the other one? I found another one today with Wings, Bear, and Dolphin. And then the final one that I know of is Chain and Dog. So you have 2 2-card combos and 1 3-card combo that can guarantee that you're going to end on at least 2 negates, which in this format is stupid good. But sorry, mine's running blank. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if there's anything that you would change in the deck or any suggestions you have, because we're always open to it. But yeah, thanks for watching.